Listen up. The average price of a new car in America just crossed $50,000. For the first time ever, dealers are panicking. And dealers, they are panicking. Not the kind of mildly concerned panicking, but the kind where the salesperson calls you 3 times a week, just to ask if you've changed your mind yet. Now I already know what you're thinking. Japanese cars never sit. That's the myth. That's the thing everybody believes. Slap a Toyota badge, Honda or Nissan badge on something, and it practically sells itself. Spent years in this industry and I believed every word of it. But walk into any dealership lot right now, and you're going to see some of these Japanese SUVs just sitting there. Not for a week, not for a month. We're talking multiple months baking in the sun, with nobody even coming close to signing a check. Dealers are throwing money at incentives, stacking rebates on top of rebates, and they're still not moving. Today I'm going to show you exactly which 5 Japanese SUVs dealers are desperately trying to get rid of in 2026. And the one sitting at number 1 is going to make you question everything you thought you knew about Japanese reliability in the year 2026. So here's how this is going to go. We're counting down from number 5, all the way down to number 1. And every single one of these SUVs has a story that dealers really don't want you to hear. And number 1, I'm telling you right now, is a name so trusted, so iconic in this country, that when you hear it, you're going to sit back and go, no way. But the numbers don't lie. If you are even thinking about buying one of these, stay until the end before you put a single dollar down. Number 5, Mitsubishi Outlander. All right, kicking things off at number 5, we've got the Mitsubishi Outlander. And look, I want to be fair here, because Mitsubishi actually put in real work on this generation. For years, Mitsubishi was basically a ghost. In the American market, nobody took them seriously. Nobody was walking into dealerships asking for one. So when they came back swinging, that continuously variable transmission, the CVT, the styling was sharper and more modern. The interior was a serious step up, and the price was sitting below what Honda and Toyota were asking for a comparable size. On paper, it looked like a legitimate comeback, but here is where it falls apart. The moment you actually drive one, you feel it. That continuously variable transmission, the CVT, is one of the most complained about units in the segment right now. Owners describe it as sluggish, rubbery, and just plain unresponsive. When you need to accelerate onto a highway, the engine does not have the muscle, the way buyers expect at this price point. And then there is the resale value problem, which is brutal. Mitsubishi consistently sits at the bottom of resale rankings, and buyers who do their homework are figuring that out before they sign anything. One owner put it straight and simple. The looks got me in the door, but after 6 months I started worrying about what this thing is going to be worth. In 3 years, dealers know this, and right now they are hiding the truth. And right now inventory is sitting way longer than it should. The Outlander is not a terrible vehicle, but in a segment this competitive decent is not enough. Coming in at number 4 is the Nissan Pathfinder, and this one genuinely hurts to talk about because the Pathfinder used to mean something. Back in the day, this was the 3-row family SUV that people actually saved up for. It was the workhorse, the road trip machine, the vehicle parents trusted to haul their kids from coast to coast. This reputation was real and it was earned. But here's the problem nobody wants to say out loud. Nissan as a company is in serious trouble right now. There have been merger talks, restructuring announcements, production cuts, and a whole lot of uncertainty about where this brand is headed over the next 5 years. And buyers notice when people are about to spend $50, $60, sometimes close to $70,000 on a family SUV. They are not just buying a vehicle. They are buying into the promise that parts will be available, that dealers will still be around, that the company backing their warranty is going to be healthy and standing. Right now, Nissan cannot give people that confidence. Meanwhile, the Kia Telluride and Hyundai Palisade are absolutely eating the Pathfinder's lunch in this segment. Better value, stronger reliability perception, and a company that looks stable. One owner said it plainly. I loved my old Pathfinder, but I just couldn't pull the trigger again with everything going on with Nissan. Dealers are sitting on Pathfinder inventory and getting nervous, and honestly, you can understand why buyers are hesitating. Coming in at number 3 on our list, the Honda Passport. At number 3, we have the Honda Passport, and this is what I call the middle child problem on 4 wheels. Honda designed the Passport to be the adventure-ready, slightly tougher alternative for buyers who wanted more than a CR-V. but did not need the full size of a Pilot. Good ground clearance, a genuinely strong V6 engine, and the kind of Honda badge that still carries serious weight in America. In theory, this should work. In reality, the Passport has fallen into a dead zone. That is really hard to escape. It is bigger than the CR-V, but it does not offer a third row of seats. It is priced close to the Pilot, but gives you significantly less space. So buyers keep asking the same question at dealerships. Why am I paying Pilot money for a vehicle that does less than the Pilot? And dealers do not have a great answer for that. The CR-V outsells the Passport by a margin that would make your eyes water. We are talking a ratio that is not even close. One potential buyer told a dealer, "I kept going back and forth between the Passport and the Pilot. And every time I ran the numbers, the Pilot just made more sense." When your own sibling vehicle is eating your sales alive, you have got a positioning problem that no incentive package is going to fix. Dealers have started pushing harder discounts just to keep Passport moving, and that trend is only getting worse. Number 2, Subaru Ascent. At number 2, the Subaru Ascent. Subaru has one of the most genuinely loyal owner bases in America. These are people who put stickers on their laptops and buy Subaru mugs. That loyalty is real. But the Ascent is a big 3-row SUV pulled by a small 4-cylinder engine. That combination asks a lot from a small motor. The CVT transmission often groans under load. Highway passing feels labored, and cabin noise is worse than competitors in this price range. Fuel economy suffers because that motor is working too hard just to move the weight. Competitive pressure is growing, and the product struggles to justify its price tag. And that brings us to number 1, the brand where reliability is a religion, and dealers cannot move it. Number 1, Toyota Venza. Taking the top spot is the Toyota Venza. Taking the top spot is the Toyota Venza. And I already know, half of you just said "no way" out loud. Toyota, the most trusted automotive name in America. The brand that built its entire empire on the promise that their vehicles run forever, hold their value, and never let you down. The Venza came back for the 2021 model year with a hybrid-only powertrain, a genuinely gorgeous interior, one of the quietest cabins in its class, and fuel economy numbers that made a lot of buyers stop and look. This should have been a home run, but here is what happened. The Venza landed in the most brutal position you can occupy in any product lineup. Squeezed between two of the best-selling SUVs in America. In any product lineup, squeezed between two of the best-selling SUVs in America, with no room to breathe. On one side, you have the RAV4, which is an absolute monster in terms of sales volume, pricing, and name recognition. On the other side, you have the Highlander, which owns the 3-row family SUV space. The Venza sits right in the middle of those two, offering a hybrid system that is genuinely excellent, but a cargo area and interior space that buyers find disappointing. Once they actually sit in it and compare the dimensions side by side, there is no third row. There is no traditional all-wheel drive, only the electric rear motor setup, which raises questions from buyers in serious snow country. And the price? Dealers are asking close to $40,000 at base, and well above that for upper trims. For that money, buyers keep walking over to the RAV4 Hybrid and getting essentially the same powertrain with better cargo room and a more familiar name. One owner said it this way: "I bought it because it looked incredible in the showroom. 3 months later, I realized the RAV4 Hybrid would have been smarter." Dealers are now stacking incentives on Venza inventory that has been sitting for months. This is a Toyota, a vehicle that by every tradition should sell itself, and right now it is not selling. That tells you something real about how much the market has changed. Here's the bottom line. The market in 2026 does not care about your assumptions. A badge that once meant everything to buyers 5 years ago does not guarantee a sale today. Buyers are sharper. They are doing more research, and they are walking away from you, from vehicles that do not deliver full value at these prices. If you are shopping for an SUV right now, do your homework, compare real ownership costs, and do not be afraid to negotiate hard, because dealers on some of these models need you more than you need them. If this video saved you from making a $50,000 mistake, do me a favor and hit that like button right now. It helps more than you think, and I will see you in the next one.